in order to attract your dream masculine provider husband that truly cherishes you, spoils you, where you are his greatest asset that he will protect and he will nourish at all costs, you have to step into your feminine queen energy. And it's so important that you audit your life and you see where you may be falling short in your standards, where you may be wavering in your values, and how you can really strengthen your confidence, your femininity, and self-love so that the right type of men, the high value, the healthy masculine, the provider men, they can see and they can feel your magnetism, right? They can feel your radiance, your juiciness, and how you stand on business when it comes to your level of self-respect, your standards, the quality of life, and the relationships that you give yourself and will only allow. When men can feel your powerful queen energy, you will magnetize like honey to a bee. And because they see the quality of woman that you are, you will attract kings. When you have high standards for yourself in every area of life, and especially the types of men that you entertain, they know that this is wife material, right? This is a woman that I can trust. This is a woman that I'm confident will be a great wife and mother of my future kids. This is a woman that does not get distracted or easily swayed by cheap or low quality men. This is a woman who knows her true worth. And the minute men can see and they can feel this from you, they will pursue you hard. They will show up for you and they will cherish you because you do. The better you get, ladies, the better you attract. You want to not only come home to your divine feminine essence, but amplify your unique gifts that each one of you ladies hold to unlock infinite abundance in your life. And when you combine not only embodying your feminine queen energy, but also unlock the codes to become an incredible artist, creator, entrepreneur, whatever gifts that you have learned how to get paid to exist and do what you love. This is the magic sauce of becoming not only the best version of yourself, living your best life, but this is how you attract your king. So I'm going to go through the key characteristics that you must embody as a feminine queen and a woman who is living in her purpose. And these characteristics are exactly what successful masculine provider men are looking for in a wife. So listen up, ladies, take notes. This is going to change your life. The first thing that I want to touch on is understanding the importance of polarity and how that impacts who you attract and who you repel. If you don't know what polarity is, it is the natural attraction and spark that happens between two opposite energies that come together, so the masculine and the feminine, just like how positive and negative charges create electricity. So the masculine and feminine create chemistry. So the masculine energy is directional, he's purpose-driven, he's decisive, he's grounded, protective, providing structure. He wants to lead, he wants to pursue, give, and create safety. And the feminine energy is receptive, she's magnetic, she's intuitive, she's expressive, she's flowing, she's playful. She wants to receive, to be desired, be cherished, and surrender into love. How does polarity work? When one partner leans more into their masculine and the other more into their feminine, the attraction intensifies. And if both are in the same energy, both are too masculine, there will be a power struggle. And if they're both too feminine, there'll be lack of direction. And then the chemistry will fizzle out. So polarity doesn't mean that one is better than the other. It's about complementary dynamics that keep romance alive. And in dating relationships, a man in his masculine feels fulfilled when he can pursue, he can provide and protect. And a woman in a feminine feels fulfilled when she can receive, she can soften and inspire. And together this creates a dance where both feel seen, they both feel valued and desired. So if you're looking for a successful, ambitious, wealthy provider man that leads, that protects, is financially capable to take care of you, where you can turn your brain off and he is always 10 steps ahead, you must embody the opposite traits that masculine men find attractive, that they are pulled towards, that ignite more of the protection and the pursuit. You want to embody that delicious honeypot energy that not only makes you feel extremely magnetic, happy, but it is the energy that men crave. And that does not mean that you are never in your masculine. Every woman needs to have healthy, strong masculine traits as well. So if we didn't embody our healthy masculine, we wouldn't achieve our goals. We wouldn't be able to get anything done. And we wouldn't be able to start to build and to scale our businesses. But when we are with our man, we drop our masculine side and he drops his feminine side. And he becomes the masculine in the relationship and you are the feminine. And this is the perfect polarity of the yin and the yang. Successful provider men are looking for complementary traits and energy that nourishes them, right? The feminine, that is us. And when we do that, we 10x their mindset, their quality of life, their confidence, their drive to not only go out in the world and become incredibly valuable, to earn more money for you, for the family that you build together, and for legacy. And when we provide that feminine nourishment, he gives us security, provisions, safety, resources, support. And with this, we have an overflow of ample time and energy to pour that into our passions, our gifts, creating a beautiful home, build a family, and we are also able to create pleasure money. So money that becomes a byproduct of the feminine radiance. When women are not forced to work to make ends meet, instead they get to recharge, they get to rest, they get to play. This energy turns into potent and powerful ideas, downloads, intuitive pulls to do what they were born to do. This naturally creates infinite abundance. And together, this is what I call legacy love. Both the masculine and the feminine playing to their strengths, adding to each other's lives and building and stacking on the energy and the love that they pour into each other, right? Both thrive, both feeling their best, both supporting one another. So now that we understand more about the feminine and the masculine, I'm going to extend more on the feminine and the importance of receptivity. So a masculine man thrives when he can give, financially, emotionally, physically. He wants a woman who receives his efforts with openness, with gratitude and joy. When you light up at his provision, you feed his masculine core and make him want to give even more. Whenever a man opens a door for you, surprises you, pays for dinner, does anything for you, whether it's a small gesture, you want to always show him appreciation. Always show gratitude with positive words of affirmation. Give him a hug, a kiss, jump up and down and say, "Oh, thank you, baby." They want to see you appreciate them, and that makes them feel like they are the hero, that they can take care of you. They are the reason why you are happy, and that fuels their alpha man of the house persona and role. Never take the small things for granted, and if anything, always affirm him. I love how you always take care of me. I love it when you just grab my hand. Waking up to your good morning message every day gives me the biggest smile. So the more you affirm, ladies, the more you give thanks, show appreciation, you will notice that his gestures, his acts of service, how he shows love to you will 10x. And always accept help from a man. I don't care if you can do it yourself or even if you think you can do it better or faster than him, accept help. Say thank you, be super grateful, and show them how appreciative you are. So the second thing is respect. Masculine men need to feel respected in order to stay in their leadership. So he wants a woman who trusts his decisions, values his opinions, and doesn't emasculate him. So respect doesn't mean blind obedience. It means honoring his role as the leader of the relationship. Many women overlook this and they don't understand what respect means, and they unknowingly often emasculate men. So I'm going to give you some examples. So criticizing how he drives. Why are you going this way? Oh, I'll just drive next time. Taking over decisions. I'll just handle it because you'll probably mess it up. Dismissing his advice. You don't know what you're talking about. I'll Google it. Publicly mocking him. He can't even change a light bulb. I always have to do everything. So respect builds polarity. He will step deeper into leadership and you will feel safe to soften. And emasculation kills polarity. He will withdraw. He would avoid leading and he will stop providing because he feels unvalued. So if you respect yourself as the feminine, you know that you're always taken care of, you are always led, you are always supported, you are always provided for and cherished. So you don't need to rebuttal, you don't need to argue, you don't need to step into your masculine to take over, right? You just trust, you just sit back and you allow the masculine to handle it. And piggybacking on this, the third point is peace and femininity. A high value man spends his days leading, making decisions, solving problems, taking risks, right? Carrying responsibility on his shoulders. And in the world, he is required to be sharp, strategic, focused, headstrong. When he comes home, he is craving what very few women know how to offer, which is a sanctuary of peace. Right? A woman whose presence is soft, is nurturing, and grounding. Your feminine energy is not just desirable to him, it is restorative. And it gives him something money, status, and success can't buy. A place to lay down his armor. So when you embody peace, you become a woman who greets him with warmth, with softness, with affection instead of stress or criticism. Right? You hold space for his emotions without trying to fix or judge him. You bring play, you bring laughter and lightness into his world. You use touch, tone, and presence to soothe rather than to nag. And you also know how to calm your own nervous system, how to self-soothe yourself, so you don't project your emotions and your chaos onto him. A masculine man doesn't want to fight battles at work and then come home to more battles with you. He wants to come home to his queen. You are someone who melts his walls, right? You nourish him and you remind him why he works so hard in the first place. And when you are his peace, he will protect you even more fiercely. He will provide for you with more generosity, and he wants to give back to you, right? Spoil you even more for all that you have given him, right? All that you've amplified in his world. And he will lead you with more confidence because you have given him something rare and priceless. And that is your nourishment through your feminine energy. And the fourth one is loyalty and devotion. So a high-value masculine man isn't just dating for fun or sleeping around. He is focused on building something bigger than himself. He's purpose-driven, right? He's mission and impact-driven, and is building his legacy. He's looking for a woman who will be all in with him, which is loyal in not only her actions, but in her energy and her presence. So emotional devotion and unwavering belief. You believe in his vision even when he doubts himself. You speak life into him, reminding him of his power and potential. You stand with him during challenges instead of withdrawing love or threatening to leave. Right? You refuse to entertain other men's attention because your energy is already claimed. And you choose to see the best in him and you call it forward. So what this looks like is when he faces setbacks, you don't just say, maybe this isn't gonna work. Instead, you say, I know who you are. I know you will figure this out. When other people criticize him, you don't join in. You become his safe space where he is celebrated, he is honored, and he's not torn down. He wants certainty in your presence, in your devotion to him, that you will not betray him, belittle him, or abandon him. You make him feel like he can climb higher mountains, take bigger risks, build greater empires because you stand by his side. The fifth one is having high standards. Masculine men aren't interested in women who settle or accept less. They are drawn to women who have high standards because it shows self-respect. A woman with boundaries, expectations, and discernment signals to him, I value myself so you can trust that I will value you and our relationship. And when a man sees this, he feels challenged to rise and meet you at your level. He feels secure knowing that you won't betray him for cheap attention. Right? He feels proud to have a woman who respects his own ambition and self-respect. What does high standards look like in practice? So you don't chase men, you let men pursue you. You don't settle for half-hearted effort. If he wants your time, he must show consistency. And you won't accept poor treatment, so disrespect, flakiness, dishonesty. And you are willing to walk away if that happens. You hold standards around your lifestyle, boundaries, and values. You expect a man to contribute, to provide, and to protect. Not because you can't do it yourself, but because you respect the masculine role. And a masculine man has no interest in a woman who's easy to win or who tolerates bad behavior. Because if she accepts less with him, she'll accept less everywhere. Right? But a woman with high standards keeps him accountable to his higher self. Right? It creates polarity by being the feminine prize that he must win. And this shows him that you are not just any woman. Right? You are the woman. And a wife quality woman who has high standards paired with high value, she knows she is worthy, and she also brings the quality that a man wants to go above and beyond for her. So number 6 is nurturing energy. So similarly, like peace and femininity, this is incredibly nourishing and attractive to a masculine man. So nurturing energy has nothing to do with being a maid or a mother. It's about being the soft landing place for his heart and soul. So just like we talked about before, masculine men are out there in the world making decisions in meetings, leading, building. When he's with you, he wants to feel cared for in ways that the outside world cannot provide. So you need to have nurturing energy that makes him feel safe to open up without judgment, refueled after a long day of giving and leading, right? Celebrated for his efforts and wins, big or small, grounded in love instead of chaos. So what does this look like? Celebrating his wins with genuine joy. I knew you'd crush that deal. You are amazing. I'm so proud of you. You deserve this. Listening fully when he speaks instead of being distracted or dismissive. And if you love cooking, a masculine man loves to come home to a warm meal that you made with love. Whether it's his favorite food, favorite cake, pie, dessert, you are thinking of him and you are nourishing him. And this strengthens the polarity like we talked about before. So the next one is a wife quality woman embodies both vision and elegance. So masculine men want women who don't just look good on their arm. They want women who elevate them socially, energetically, and spiritually. Right? So you carry yourself with grace, with class, and with presence, right? You know how to walk into a room and command respect without saying a single word. Your elegance is what makes you unforgettable, right? You are magnetic, you are refined, and you are confident in who you are. As the feminine, as his queen, you are a symbol of his success. And more importantly, you are a reflection of your own self-worth. So a high-value man also wants a woman with her own identity, intelligence, passions. So this means that you have your own goals and dreams. You are intelligent, you are curious, and you are continuously growing. You've unlocked your own passion and gifts, right? You don't just lose yourself in a relationship, you bring your own radiance to it. And like I mentioned at the start of this video, this is why it's so important to ignite your own gifts and to unlock your purpose. When you live with vision, you're not just waiting to be chosen. You are already creating a life that inspires and attracts a successful masculine provider man. Your vision makes him admire you because you are a woman who thinks, creates, and moves with intention. And your elegance makes him proud to stand beside you because you embody grace and presence wherever you go. And when you combine this two, you become the kind of woman who is unforgettable, right? A woman who expands his world while also embodying timeless feminine grace. And number 8 is emotional maturity. So like I mentioned before, masculine men don't want to come home to more chaos, right? Any drama, insecurity, and constant emotional explosions will drain a man's energy and push him away. So what keeps a high-value man invested is a woman with emotional maturity, right? A woman who knows how to communicate her needs clearly, how to hold herself with dignity, and remain grounded even when challenges arise. So what does emotional maturity look like in practice? So communicating your needs clearly instead of nagging, pouting, giving silent treatment. You express what you feel and what you love from him. Holding dignity in conflict. So you don't resort to name calling, screaming, or public shaming. You can disagree without disrespecting. Managing your emotions. Right? You allow yourself to feel, but you don't project every insecurity onto him. Right? You can self-soothe as well as receive his support. You remain grounded during challenges. So instead of falling apart when things don't go your way, you show resilience, you show softness and your faith. So why does emotional maturity attract masculine men? Right? It signals that you're not going to drain his energy with unnecessary drama. It shows that you can be trusted with his vulnerability, his plans, and his future. And it makes you incredibly rare. Women who are both deeply feminine and who are emotionally mature stand out. A masculine man wants a partner, not a liability. He wants a woman that he can lean on just as much as she leans on him. So you have the emotional capacity to hold yourself gracefully through life. And emotional maturity doesn't mean being cold, detached, or too strong. Right? It means that you can feel deeply without drowning in your feelings. You can communicate vulnerability without being chaotic, right? And you can love passionately without becoming unstable. And it's the balance of being soft and strong at the same time. And this makes a man feel safe, committing to you long term. And to summarize, the 8 qualities to not only become extremely powerful, magnetic, unforgettable as a feminine queen and to attract your dream king are: number 1, receptivity; number 2, respect; number 3, peace and femininity; number 4, loyalty and devotion; number 5, high standards; number 6, nurturing energy; number 7, vision and elegance; and number 8, emotional maturity. A masculine provider man is not looking for perfection, right? As humans, we are all imperfect. Sometimes we slip up, and that is okay. But he is looking for a woman who makes him feel respected, right? Inspired and cherished, while also allowing him to step fully into his masculine role. And when you embody these wife qualities, you don't have to chase a husband. You don't have to go find him, looking for him every single day, right? You will naturally attract masculine men who see you as the woman that they want to build a life with. So I want you ladies to look at these 8 points that we talked about in this video, and I'll pop them down below for you. I want you to rate yourself honestly out of 10 for each of them. Which areas can you see yourself lacking, and how you can start up leveling yourself? Right? What are the steps? What are you committed to doing each and every day? What inner work are you dedicated towards doing? If you don't change, ladies, you are always going to attract the same type of men because they're always a reflection and embodiment of you. So do you need to learn how to soften more into your feminine? How to communicate your needs better? Maybe you're more on the shy side and lack the inner self-trust, the confidence, and have yet to build a strong identity for yourself. Maybe you don't have any clear goals and passions for yourself and you struggle with self-belief. Maybe you need to upgrade your standards more, right? Be more ruthless in dating so that you don't entertain and waste time on men that aren't even husband material. Or maybe it's a little bit of everything, right? Take time to reflect on the areas in your life that could use upgrading, strengthening, and start creating a game plan and how you're going to master each area. And if you don't want to do this by yourself and you lack the knowledge, the skills, and the resources on how to get to level 10, this is what I'll be teaching you inside the Modern Aphrodite. So there are modules for becoming the wife, standards without apology, becoming unforgettable, receiving like a goddess, the siren switch, and many more that will take you through the mindset, the energetics, the manifestation, the strategic steps to master each and every one of these points and more to effortlessly attract high quality, marriage-minded men that pursue you, that choose you, and are ready to wife you up. I myself have attracted men that have asked me to move in with them, right? Their multi-million-dollar homes that they've bought, they owned, want to provide for me, take care of me, spoil me, right? Marry me just a few dates in, right? My clients have found love, attracted multi-million billionaires, have completely fallen in love with themselves, their lives, the woman that they are becoming. If you want to be a woman who does the choosing, have men come to you and have a selection to choose from, right? You get the pick of the litter. You have to do the work to become extremely magnetic, right? Valuable and desirable to yourself first and become the best version of yourself. And naturally, as a byproduct, the men come flocking to you. So if you have not done so, you need to be inside my Modern Aphrodite course. It's currently at pre-sale at $666, pay in full or 3 monthly payments of $227. And the investment will increase after September 15th. So I highly recommend that you enroll at the lowest price that it will ever be. And this course is a step up in the evolution of Dream Girl Academy. And if you have been in Dream Girl Academy and you want to take it to the next level, this is the place to be. And you also get $222 off if you are a current or past Dream Girl Academy member. DM me on Instagram to get the coupon code. Ladies, your new life and the new you starts the moment you, number 1, know exactly what you have been missing, doing wrong. You are aware of the blocks that's between getting what you want. Number 2, you are highly resourced with the knowledge and the tools on how to overcome this, how to master this, right? Or how to dissolve whatever that has been blocking. You've got a game plan. And number 3, you've got leg in the game. You are in the arena. You financially invested in yourself, so you have the accountability in your goals, right? For consistency, to show up, to up level, to push your limits, to smash through ceilings. You're not just going through the motions. Yes, my free videos on YouTube are packed with value, but until you invest in yourself and who you want to become, you won't have the same conviction, accountability, not to mention the knowledge and the skills, the know-how to give you life-changing results, as opposed to getting all the free content from multiple different places and different coaches online. I'm only where I am today and able to attract the types of men, start and grow multiple online businesses, be able to travel the world, because I have invested multiple six figures in my evolution. And the reason why the collective have normalized 50-50 men that lack ambition, men who lack emotional intelligence, men who don't take the lead, right? Men who don't make you feel safe. In fact, women are scared of men these days, is because the collective do not have the education, the awareness, and the exposure to the 1%. They do not invest to learn how to get and attract better. So they keep circulating the same information, the same limiting beliefs, and the same conditioning, which keeps mirroring back the same reality everyone else has. Right? And my course is going to change your life, but it starts with you, right? Claiming that transformation and that reality for yourself. So I love you, ladies. I will see you inside my next video.